Hey everybody, it's Farmer Joe with financial tips from the field, from the garden to be exact. And I'm right here at the garden, and yet again, summer storms. And I wanted to teach today a principle, and that is protecting your investments. You may have noticed in some of my videos that I'm kind of crouching down, and it's because I'm going through these wires. And those wires they're connected to a solar panel energizer. And trust me, when that thing is flickering, I'm going to turn it on here. I'm not going to test it for you in case you want to know. That's not me. But I flick this thing on and you're going to see this light right here start to flash. Do you see that flashing? And that means right now there is electricity flowing through those wires. It's through every single one of those wires. And I've got those low and high. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wires up to 6 foot high to keep the deer out. Try to keep the rabbits out. Can't completely keep them out. And let me tell you, this is a financial principle, and that is protecting your investments. It's very important that you protect your investments. The government tries to help you be incentivized to protect your investments by not going in and raiding them every time you have a financial emergency. By how? They put penalties in place that if you early withdraw money from your 401k or similar retirement plan, you have to pay a 10% penalty. And that's something important for you to understand, is that is in place to protect you from you, to make sure that that money is kept for what it's there for, which is retirement. It's a protection of your investments. Another way people protect their investments is through diversification. They diversify their investments. They have different types of things that their money is invested in. You know, this garden, I've got lots of sunflowers. I've got lots of yellow squash right here. I've got some green beans. I got sweet corn here. I've got some strawberry popcorn. If you never had strawberry popcorn, you're just missing out. I'm just telling you. I got some decorative blue corn. I've got okra growing in this garden, tomatoes, peppers. I've got cucumbers growing, watermelons growing, getting ready to plant pumpkins so I can hopefully have a couple pumpkins for Halloween. But I want you to think about, what are you doing to protect your investments? You know, this takes a lot of time and effort to put a garden in the ground. Not as much as you may think, especially when you've done it ever since you were a kid. But let me tell you something. Once you put that seed in the ground, once you've taken the time, energy, and effort to do that, to till it up, to hoe it, to keep the weeds out, to put some work in here, trust me, you're going to want to protect it. Why? Because you grew it for you. You didn't grow it for the rabbits. You didn't grow it for the deer. You didn't grow it for the raccoons that love to eat your sweet corn right when it's perfectly ripe. And so I just want you to think about this. What are you doing to protect your investments? Through diversification and by putting a hedge around it with the right type of investment account, a retirement account. That money should be in a retirement account. It gives you special tax advantages, and it also gives protection from you, so that you can go put the money, take that money for something that's a right now emergency versus retirement. And so think about that today. And that's your financial tip today from Farmer Joe out here in the garden.